industry and the service sector, and you channelize household savings and institutional flows for capital formation. I was just now reading your book, which you have released today, and some of the insights are truly very, very interesting. For example, 12 companies being a part of it for 25 years consistently is very, very satisfying, because usually we hear companies come, reach the pinnacle, and then fade away. But the interesting chart is the sector composition. How sector composition has changed over the years is truly an eye-opener. And you almost find 4 or 5 sectors have disappeared from the Nifty 500, Nifty 50. So a lot of learnings from this very illustrative document that you have presented and to us today. And I think a lot of food for thought for many sectors, including textiles, from this presentation today. I recall Prime Minister Narendra Modi's words, and I quote, "Wealth creation is good, but for me, the real value of our securities market lies in their contribution to the development of the nation, to the improvement of all sectors, and to the welfare of the vast majority of citizens. In this spirit, capital markets can become a source of finance for productive purposes like infrastructure and agriculture, which can benefit a very large majority of our population. Also, commodity derivative markets can be used to eliminate risks of farmers. India is on the path of unprecedented economic growth. The rising economic indicators have showcased India and its true potential and capacity. As you may be aware, we have had the highest ever exports in the history of India. During December 21, goods exports stood at $37 billion, up by about 37% over last year. Exports have exceeded 30 billion for 9 months in a row consecutively, setting a record every month since April 21. Moody's recently upgraded India. We've had the highest ever FDI for nearly 6 or 7 years in a row. We see robust GST collection. We have a vibrant startup ecosystem, which is now presenting itself and participating in the NSE also. We've had record manufacturing and services PMI, just to name a few indicators. The GST as one nation, one tax has truly changed the way we look at India, the way we look at taxation in India. NSE, I think, is adding to this momentum with its Nifty 50 index, which in a way has become the stock of the nation. The index has grown by 15 times in the last 25 years, symbolizing the growth potential of the Indian economy. It has made the common man a part of India's growth story. I'm sure the Nifty 50 will continue to play a very important role in making GIFT City an international financial hub. NSE symbolizes New India's commitment for strong economic growth. I was very happy when you shared with us that the NSE has been recognized as the largest derivatives exchange globally for 2019 and 20. And I do wish you well that you will continue to hold that flag even in 2021 and the years ahead. Index options contract on the Nifty 50 index was the largest traded contract globally for multiple years. On a lighter note, many people are missing the charm and the excitement of trading in the ring as it used to happen earlier. But I think given the current market dynamics, the current size of the market, I'm sure the ring could not handle this level of trade volumes, which you have been able to do through the use of technology. I'm sure this has also eliminated a lot of bad practices and brought in more transparency into the working of the exchange. While India has earned respect globally with its robust technical solutions and technology-based platforms for handling such large trade volumes, it is equally pertinent that all financial products pass through the prism of trust, transparency, and accountability so that they can turn into a rainbow of colors for investors. I think perception matters very, very much in the financial world. And therefore, it is imperative that stock exchanges, in the light of various regulatory guidance that you must be receiving from time to time, put in place a very strong system to maintain the highest level of integrity and transparency, which will encourage every Indian to invest in the stock market and empower households to look at greater incomes, look at better returns through investment in our bourses. I'm sure this will also embolden foreign investors who may want to invest in India. The government, under the Prime Minister's inspirational leadership, has worked in a mission mode to reduce the compliance burden on business, trade, industry, also on the financial world. Recently, we have launched a single window system, which is a one-stop portal for all approvals and clearances needed by businesses. We've launched it on a pilot basis. It's a beta version. We are engaging with industry and all stakeholders to see what more can be done, how it can be improvised further. But I just wanted to leave some food for thought for you. Is it possible that we can think of a single window for doing the know your customer, KYC, for stockbrokers, for mutual fund investors, for depositories, banking, financial intermediaries, credit card companies? There's so many people, so many organizations doing KYC. Can we not now look at creating a common KYC for all these various intermediaries in the financial world? Have a robust KYC system, and I think this will actually help both the clearing members as well as the participants in the stock exchange, investors across the world, including in India, in ensuring compliance, ensuring timely submission of all documents. All of that can be done more efficiently if we have a common KYC. I would urge you to consider that or engage with your regulator or with the banking system to simplify the rules and make it easier for more and more people to come into your exchanges. In fact, we took inspiration from the American Common Application Form for admission to US universities, where you have a common form giving all the base data, and then you have addendums for individual universities which may be wanting some additional information, maybe an essay or some other information. Similarly, we could have a common KYC portal, and maybe NSE needs some additional information. It can be an addendum. If SEBI requires something else or a depository requires something else, there could be small add-ons to the common form. So people are not required to go back again and again for different approvals, and maybe one could even look at self-regulation to ensure that people are able to come onto different platforms, have one KYC for all of them, update that regularly. Keep that live, certify it maybe every 3-6 months or 1 year. That all the data on that is current. And it will also reduce the cumbersome burden of periodic renewals of KYC. Some mechanism could be drawn up. I leave it for you to consider. May I suggest 7 sutras for the growth of the stock exchange market as a way forward? 1, safeguarding interests of small retail investors and the MSMEs by improving their financial literacy, launching financial products suitable to their risk appetite, and meeting their investment needs. Number 2, there's a strong need for participants to be well informed about products that they are investing into. We should run or amplify campaigns like Jago Investor, mutual fund sahi hai, various schemes that you may be already running. In fact, at that point, I would like to share with you that I see these advertisements of mutual funds, where at the end of it, they give the disclaimer very, very fast. They read out a disclaimer very fast, which you can't even understand. I request you to engage with mutual funds and all other participants. The disclaimer should be prominent and at the same tone or speed as the rest of the advertisement. You can't rush through a disclaimer. It loses the purpose of the disclaimer. And if you need any help, I'm happy to arrange for it through consumer protection rules from the Consumer Affairs Ministry or the consumer protection laws. But it is imperative that investors should know or invest with their eyes open when they are coming into the exchange or coming into any financial product. Number 3, we must encourage a sentiment shift from speculation to diversification, from monetary gains to building long-term portfolios. Number 4, bringing ease and simplicity to products, which includes launching of products in regional languages. That may also be a very important element to reach out to the vast majority of India who talk in different languages, who are more conversant with their local mother tongue, local language. Maybe interesting if NSE makes a beginning in that respect. Number 5, collaborating with schools and colleges to imbibe a good understanding or investment and trading skills at a younger age, so that as they grow older, they become wiser and have a base knowledge of investing. Number 6, we need to reduce the volatility and the sudden spikes to enlarge the investor base and induce robust capital formation. Number 7, it's important that we follow international best practices so that we can integrate with the rest of the world's exchanges, rest of the world's financial system. When we are talking to them for trade deals or comprehensive economic partnerships, we can then try to get recognition for your KYC, for your processes in international markets, and possibly India can also look at accepting the KYC or the registrations in developed countries like the NASDAQ or the Nike or some of the reputed exchanges. And ultimately, India should be aiming to be among the top 3 exchanges in the world. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to conclude by saying, let us make New Year resolutions. Let us see how the stock exchange can become a frontier to achieve our target of a $5 trillion economy in the near future. As the Honorable Prime Minister said, and I quote, India cannot become a developed country without world-class securities and commodities market. Let us work together to deepen our markets and make an Atmanirbhar financial market so that Indian corporates do not have to look at other markets for funding or their risk management requirements. Once again, my best wishes to all who have been instrumental in making Nifty 50 a big success. The journey of 25 years is truly very, very exciting. It's been a great journey. I wish you well in the years to come. My best wishes to all of you in the new year. Have a great, prosperous, and healthy year. May you all remain safe. Thank you very much. Namaskar.
Thank you so much, sir, for sharing your encouraging words and thoughtful insights and for always inspiring us. Thank you once again, sir. What an honor to have you. With that, ladies and gentlemen, MD and CEO NSE, Shri Vikram Lamai, to now present the vote of thanks. Over to you, sir.
Thank you very much. I would like to express my sincere gratitude to Honorable Union Minister Shri Piyush Goyal ji and Chairman SEBI Shri Ajay Tyagi ji for gracing this momentous occasion by their presence, their thoughts and their remarks. Shri Piyush Goyal ji, your remarks and your insights were spot on, and we will certainly work on many of the suggestions that you made in your remarks. Those are very important for the markets, and we take them seriously. So we will work on several of the points that you made.